Before we go to the technical aspect, we usually go first to the fundamentals to see what the fundamentals ask for us for today. And remember, as a reminder, that today is the 24th of February 2026. And of course, it's a Tuesday, so let's go to Forex Factory as usual. Okay, on Forex Factory, we don't really have any major news coming up today. Yeah, we don't have any major news. Remember, I focus on the United States dollars, that means the USD. So we don't have any major news coming up from USD today. So I think that's all. Okay, so let's go back to the technical aspects. Now we're starting off with the pound dollars, and of course on the pound dollar yesterday we actually wanted to take a buy, but then we waited for our confirmation candlestick which did not come up. They actually said if we can see a green candle closed above, I think that was let me see if I can remember where that was. I think that should be somewhere around here. Yes, I think somewhere around here. This candle was actually forming a bullish candle initially, but then it ended up closing bearish. So we said, okay, if you can see a bullish candle fully closed above this level, we're going long on it. Stop loss below it, then take profit is going to be here. But then that did not happen. Instead, we saw a reversal, which finally came back to this level. We tested this again. I can see it. We are more like moving now in a bearish pattern. So now, are we going bullish or are we going bearish? I won't say we are going bullish, and I won't say we are still also going bearish. Why? Because in the United States currently, the DXY is currently still very, very much bullish. So that means if the United States strength or United States index is still very much bullish, that means we are likely to start seeing bearish momentum on the DXY. Okay, let me just go to the DXY so you can see what actually I'm talking about. All right, now on DXY, if you look at it very well. Let me zoom this out. I think I actually mark out some structures. So let's see the structures on the DXY. Where are the structures? I marked some structures, didn't I? Or maybe they've been wiped up. Okay, but then if you look at the DXY, I can actually see that. Let me go to the 4-hour charts, and that's going to be better. Now, if you look at the DXY, you can see that we have this high momentum. So that means we're likely to come back to retest this level. So that I say we're actually still very currently bullish on the XY. And since they have another zone to go to, so there is tenderness of this market actually moving to that next level. Exactly. Okay, so that's why I said since we have bullish momentum here, we are likely to start seeing more of bearish momentum on pound dollar. But then that being said, now pound dollars, let me go back to that chart. Okay, now on the 15-minute chart. Now, if we're looking at this, we can clearly see that the market is actually still giving us a bearish formation. Why? Because from this level down here, came down. Remember, this is not taking out. Now, as it's taking out, I've said it's becoming bullish. Came down, stopped here. Let's say it came down here, stopped here, down here again, stopped. It tested the same level, this level. So that means this is not bullish confirmation yet. That the fact that it's having this, I'm not going to call this bullish confirmation. It's actually becoming bullish. Assuming it start taking out this again, they'll see it go above this again. Then this is a very, very good bullish confirmation. So that if you can see the mark actually moving above this, they can actually say, okay, yes, we're having a bullish confirmation. So now taking this, you might want to take these on a buy side, and then looking at it, you can see that the DXY is actually still very much bullish, which may actually cause this to actually reverse against you on the bullish pattern. All right, so I'm actually still very, very much short on it still. So if this happens, I'll be going long, but then if happens that this market happens to break below this whole structure right here, then we see it's going again this way, then I'm actually go short on pound dollars. All right, so let's go to the next one, which is BTC. On BTC, BTC is a bearish. Of course, you can see right here that's been very, very much bearish. So now that means you see after that we're actually still going lower. But let me see go back to 4-hour chart. Let me see what's going on the 4-hour charts. You can see it's testing this previous level right here. This is a previous level actually marked. I can't remember when this was marked. But then you can see it's actually just tested it. So are we breaking below this, or are we getting this rejected and moving back to this zone? So that is what we'll be looking at as the day goes by today. So let's see if the market happens to close below. If the market happens to close below, that means we might likely to see a big time bearish move on BTCUSD. Otherwise, it gets ejected, and that means we'll be focusing on this next high right here. So let's go back to the 15-minute chart. Let's look at the formation and see what we're expecting. Okay, focus on the 15-minute chart. The formation we're actually seeing is still very much bearish. No bullish confirmation candlestick yet. Let's stop this right here. You can see, just see this. Let me just stop it here then. Moving this, then breaking below this. You can see momentum candlestick that are not really high momentum. The bearish engulfed almost 4 of this candlestick to tell us that we are likely to see this breaking below this. So if that happens, then that means we might be going short on BTCUSD. Alright, so let's go to the final one, which is XAU, or popularly called gold. I'm waiting for my markings. Okay, they're coming up. I'm actually still very much bullish. Nothing much to say on gold. This one actually went long around this level. This was the graph of yesterday. So after this, I moved my stop loss to cover up. I think somewhere around here because I was already long here. Remember, I remember this yesterday. We took this trade yesterday. So when it went above this, I meant long stop loss was there. So when it got to somewhere here and started showing me this momentum, actually thought this was going to take me out my stop when it got here because now stop loss was there. So when it got, I actually felt maybe it's going to take out my stop loss, but then it saw this injection and that's how I moved my stop loss from where it was down to this level. Then I think when it came back here again, that was when I entered again. Now, of course, stop loss is currently at this level. Then my take profit is still minimum 1:2 to reward ratio. So that's 2.46. So that is what I'm expecting on gold for today. So let's see how this plays out as the time goes on. Alright, that brings to the end of today's analysis. And just in case you're not familiar with this, we do this every single day. I drop your analysis on what you're expecting on the market on each single day. That's not familiar. You want to see more of this, please do well to make sure you join the community by hitting the subscribe button and don't forget the bell icon beside it. So once the next one is dropped, tomorrow you get reminded. Alright, that said, I wish everyone a profitable day trade ahead. Please stay safe, trade safe, and ensure you don't risk more than you can afford to lose.